What happens when a person suffers irreversible damage to their frontal lobe? Let's get into it. In the mid-1800s, the expansion of America's railway system was changing the landscape, and not just geographically. Laying tracks across rugged terrain required brute force and explosives, long before the advent of safer compounds like TNT. Workers used black powder to blast through rock, and it was a dangerous job. One such worker, Phineas Gage, would become one of the most famous accidental case studies in neuroscience. While working in Vermont, Gage was packing explosive powder into a drilled hole using a 3-foot-long iron tamping rod. A sudden spark triggered a premature explosion. The iron rod shot upward, entering his left cheek, passing behind his left eye, and exiting through the top of his skull, cleanly tearing through the frontal lobe of his brain. Amazingly, Gage never lost consciousness for long. He was talking, walking, and even joking with the medical team shortly after the accident. Physically, he recovered with surprising speed, but something fundamental had changed. Friends and coworkers who once saw him as reliable, respectful, and business-minded now described him as crude, impulsive, and emotionally unpredictable. What had changed was not just Gage's mood, it was his frontal lobe, particularly the prefrontal cortex, which plays a critical role in personality, decision-making, planning, and impulse control. The injury disconnected his logical reasoning from emotional regulation, likely damaging connections between the prefrontal cortex and deeper limbic structures. His survival was a testament to brain resilience. His behavioral changes became early striking evidence that specific brain regions control specific cognitive and emotional functions. Though no imaging existed at the time, modern reconstructions of Gage's skull confirmed that the rod destroyed large portions of his left frontal lobe. The case of Phineas Gage remains a cornerstone of neuroscience and neuropsychology education, not because he survived, but because he became someone entirely new, what his friends described as no longer Gage.